Let's go, my friends. TALON Esports versus Nongshim RedForce. This is going to be insane. Last time, TALON eliminated Nongshim on kickoff.
Where's that going?
They are looking for revenge. And my boy PRIMMIE is so nice, so dumpy, so new. Get ready, dude. Kilua, Kilua. Oh, you're bro. Let's go, my boy.
Trade going through.
Cheeky. Not gonna lie, but the trades do favor TALON.
Kilua used to play Ice Powerful Sense.
More, and that'll bring a bit of stability, won't it, Quack?
Kind of a
Made in Thailand, from made in Thailand.
Does bring things down to a 1-on-2 where PRIMMIE is low, but does still have kind of the double tap shield going off. Jit Boys though, with the crunch, trying to push his way.
He was on full sense, but I don't think he played.
It was timing though. If Ivy did choose to take the
duel, I can remember.
PRIMMIE, break the shield, get the shot, it would be a 1 versus 1. But he hasn't seen where Jit Boys was playing whatsoever yet. So it really just does come down to a little bit of luck for Ivy. And what corners he kind of just wants to disregard here.
Needs to bunch up together. Ivy.
Peeks.
Oh, what? He goes in for the crouch. He finds the flicks, goes back and forth, and even takes down PRIMMIE with
every
a wall.
player on Nongshim is so clutch, bro. They are so clutch. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Holy shit, that was insane.
Same thing on the pistol round when he's come out with the 4K, right?
Man, they tried to double pick it.
Another.
But the guy was just a legend there, man.
I think that's a well-orchestrated idea from TALON. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, but they wait. Oh, but the movement too was beautiful. Holy shit.
Pretty proficient on the Teo.
And right now, just playing it safe around C, does have the stealth drone, and with it being shot down by PRIMMIE, he has some information to work off of. At the same time, though, the rest was Nongshim pushing in towards this B site, but it's
this is dangerous. This is dangerous.
In towards C. Ty now has to pull, but he's not quite able to do that. PRIMMIE just stuck and trapped inside this little cubby position while Jit Boys tries to creep up around from the back. PRIMMIE able to
shine.
He's happy to take some duels, but
well played by them, man. Good double pick, good spacing. This is a good thing, my friends. This is a very strong team. This is Nongshim, man. Yo, everything in Korea is insane.
One player losing their life on the side of Nongshim, so it's A-okay. This time, more importantly, though, we're going to see
that was crazy, but that was so good.
To answer with the
what a start for Nongshim.
Hopefully able to fashion up an idea, do one of their true, tried, tested.
Okay, the spot PRIMMIE here.
Them to be playing in their scrims.
That's right. Explode back into the side. Salvo's already away.
PRIMMIE has Zolt. PRIMMIE has Zolt.
As well. Cruz instantly recognizes this and tries to play into a more defensive position. But here comes that kill contract as well. PRIMMIE trying to create a little bit more.
Yeah, bro. When PRIMMIE is dying like this, this is not a good sign for TALON, bro.
Right now.
Not a good sign.
Meanwhile, remaining TALON players trying to regroup.
This is a save already, bro.
Using the position
Can they save, actually?
But you, of course, still have Killua on this off.
Yeah, but Margaret is keeping Killua in check.
Yeah, that's why Killua's kind of backing off as well. Feeling like the call to a save.
Oh my God.
TALON trying to head back into a safer position, but not expecting Ivy to be around grass. Good little trade from
today. Oh my God, bro. Have mercy on TALON.
Wondering about it. You hear some footsteps as well. But knowing to stay disciplined so as to not peek.
Oh, that is insane.
Quad. As Francis falls, a good little round for Nongshim, but an ace picked up.
Bro, I cut the video. I thought they're gonna save.
Doesn't really matter.
I hope I didn't miss it.
And he's an Omen as well.
There's enough economy on the side of Nongshim that.
What? That was an ace, bro. That was an ace.
Especially even if they win the next round, right? They're just going to be building their economy towards the max.
Holy shit! What? His first ace ever in VCT, bro.
He's on the line. But you do already have a bit of a cross from Persia, rather, and
okay.
Yeah, first elimination.
So for TALON here, the good thing is the map is attack side.
Duo of PRIMMIE and Cruz to both block down Sewer.
So if they get like 4 rounds here, it's already enough, man. It's already enough.
On this comp, so if that's an opportunity for TALON,
but they're gonna need the pistol though.
You would hope to see that
they can still get 7.
Nongshim reel that in, and maybe TALON can play.
Oh, I wanna see.
A little bit more on that.
Oh, I ask is close games, overtimes, aces, clutches, beautiful shots, beautiful Valorant. That's all I want. Okay.
Look if someone would,
and if you can get into C, it's good. But you're already seeing.
And I'm so happy just to kill on VCT, bro. You guys have no idea.
I like the idea, right? It's 5
I've been asking for that for a long time, my friends. Long time.
He's holding these positions.
And man, TALON Academy is looking better and better, bro.
Last
game that I watched from them, Canary.
And it's safe. And this is once again what you're seeing off of the coach timeouts.
Looks so good, man.
Talon now regroup.
And TBLoy was on fire. Actually, TBLoy was on fire too.
Sending Killer with the dimensional drift. You do. Cruz has been gifted at the operator.
They also got that.
Margaret though.
Very good talent, man. Call Snappy.
Look around the wrong time. It's going to be Shitboys who takes him down first. And here comes the Euro utility. Francis, though, able to...
Okay. Things are better now. Things are better now. First round on the board.
And that's going to be the first round picked up after 5 by Talon.
Nicely done. Nicely done from them. They do not falter when the first kill and the second kill is found. There's a couple of trades that go around the seaside there, but it's just back onto what's going to be a successful win condition, right? Play on the back of that dimensional drift, sniff out all the information, get your team to get the kills where needed. A bit of extra utility is always going to be a helpful
that was
thing
good
as well.
The desk was kind of wondering though, why this Haven was even selected, seeing how Nongshim kind of.
Bro, they should save his ass
first, but.
It's not really no. Now this is a bit of a problem for Nongshim because Killua is getting on a very powerful operator line.
Able to get Crash away as well. Finds the first pick, and with the slide anticipated coming through. Additional support from Jitboys, who places down a Cyber Cage to continue playing around this spot. Meanwhile, Killua has already gotten away with daylight robbery. That
drone removes the trap wire that was in Garage.
So I was saying,
kind of all for naught now because there's no space that Nongshim
for Talon,
and you have
I understand this is a hard game, but I think if they lose to Nongshim,
they have been shut off.
It would be a disappointment for the production, for the expectations. Last time they beat them with the older roster, so
gets the smokes out.
And this is an important game, and this is an important game for them to increase their chances of qualifying for playoffs.
To lurk, he gets spotted out by Cruz.
Frost said on his podcast, which I recommend you watch with Baby Bay. Spike Talk, I think, the name. I never go to names, man. I'm never sure. But I always watch it.
Starts to do so, finds the right
and that their goal is to win champs, man. It's not just qualify for internationals.
As well for the captain of Talon. Unfortunately, falls.
You might think he's crazy.
Hands.
To be fair, he's kind of crazy.
You have teammates enough around the side.
Too overconfident sometimes, I would say.
Seconds left now for Nongshim.
But I like Frost, man.
Continuing to push past. You got PRIMMIE inside.
And I think they have great talent on Talent to do that, man.
Opportunity springs. The trade found by Francis. Of course, the round already.
It's not delusional, you know. They got incredible players.
I will deliver.
Francis, because that essentially clears everything that they're not there. They don't even need to invest the Armageddon.
Okay, Talon deciding to give the plant. Q contract for PRIMMIE.
Still available too, by the way.
Hunter Surf for Cross. Deciding not to use it yet.
Dissipates and Boys will.
Man, they're taking too long to rotate, actually.
Oh, here we go.
With the kill contract.
Oh, look where the Cypher and the tail are, man.
Deliver this time.
Oh, that's clean, that's clean. Ah, easy kill.
Margaret instantly deletes Cruz. No more Hunter's Fury available.
But there is an Armageddon and salvos for Francis. You have to remove these.
I didn't understand that by Cruz, honestly. That was
thinks to send out the convergence
terrible,
shield
if you ask me.
Just to provide his teammates with additional cover. Ult's baited out, tapped onto the spike. Looking to re-tap, and that's when Francis spams away with the Guardian. Killua comes for the trades. More trades going through.
Going there alone?
Collects on all of these heads, and Nongshim will be able to pick up another round for their belt. Anticipate more than one player. And Cruz will send in the Hunter's Fury to check. Does get away with one kill. Killua with an op shot as well. The spike has been dropped around.
Oh man, that's good that he got one there.
Killua
good shot by Killua.
Just Francis.
And Killua picking a lot of the up here.
But he's up against 4.
And it's another situation where Talon find themselves for, albeit in a moment, a small moment.
Man, this is a scary duo, actually, Killua and PRIMMIE.
Going their way, so...
I think Killua, with time, you will only get better, man.
I don't expect this one to really be any different. You play 1 versus 4, right? You just play on the back of where Francis gives you the information.
Man, this is gonna break an Nongshim economy. Big round for Talon. But it's also important for them to keep the weapons and not build the economy.
You certainly don't.
So anything that Francis finds here is important.
Could have set themselves up behind as well. So he goes in for the tap now. It's going to be met with the paranoia and shock darts, both of them.
And a drone.
Drone spotted out. Tries to go in for a cheeky.
Good round. Good round.
Kill contract. Needs to find the right spot for it though. Currently just Jitboys to find some information with a peek out of heaven. And here comes that kill contract.
Oh, lost it.
With the burst as well. It's Persia who takes him down instead, and here comes Dambi with the overdrive. Continuing to laser his way through, preventing Talon from jumping down. Cruz can't find any space. The rest of the team trying to break their way through a link, but simple peeks out from Dambi. Cruz now continuing to jiggle, but the burst again from Margaret. And with that, Nongshim able to collect the site. Pay attention to the mic check videos that have been posted up. But still, right now at least, Nongshim looking to pull off an A-split push in towards the site. Talon reading a lot of the utility, have rotated on over, but can they hold is the question. Cruz currently able to spray them down. Now coming in with Jit Boys and Killua. They fend them off with a flawless pickup.
I'll put Francis.
5v4, 25 seconds on the clock.
Sitting on those
Talon.
Well,
20 seconds.
This is a very important pistol, man. If they win, they have everything to win this map.
Going down, and that's what it does. 15 seconds, it'll be okay for Cruz to get the plant, and we'll go into a 5.
Oh, big kill, big kill. What the fuck?
They could flood now. They're
That's
all
a
here.
bit. What's gonna do this? That's a bad plan.
Repositioned to now drops in towards Hell. Additional support coming up.
Yeah, dying there. Fuck them over so hard. Oh my god, Dambi.
Triple in this pistol. That's 2 pistol rounds where Nongshim have found in multi kills.
That is a sensational kill that Francis has actually managed to find, because that goes into what would be
Man,
a
that 5v4 could
established a little
be
bit
won by Talon, but Cruz dying there is just
for the full retake, right? The fact that kill gets found,
made things impossible.
Immediately flood on in when someone
They
is
gambled at the
still
beginning of the
in
round with 4 players on C. That was a good
planting the spike,
prep, I think.
scurrying to get out of that one. You can see Jit Boys didn't even get the spike, his gun back up, right? So that's how awkward and how great that 1 kill that Francis finds becomes.
And Dambi right on cue. Well, he's the fake out going right past. Dambi trying to get a good read for it. The flash does
they
come
forced
out,
it, they forced it.
And Dambi not quite able to receive as well. Killua in for the second kill. Cruz coming out with its own as well.
I hate this force, bro. I just fucking hate it.
Talon into a blender up around A short.
I think it's GG now.
Or not, it was the force buy.
Yeah.
And now we have.
Well, this is very paper.
Man, I understand that this force buys when
just witnessed it.
you are in panic, you know?
No, we'll see.
When you don't trust your attack side
as well, trying to dive
as much, and you 4-buys them, man.
This is Garage. It's all small and concise, all packed in, where the Stingers will be able to find their mark. Still, though, Francis reading those exits out of Garage, he's able to spray them down.
You're going to have a quick flank from Persia here, and I don't think that they're going to expect it to be this rapid.
Yeah, so Talon needing to.
Okay, this round can keep Talon on the game, man.
Coming through. Now thinking to push further in, but yes, the drone out from Ivy instantly spots him out. Francis
the cover, the cover.
Holds down the line, Ivy.
Yeah, this is over, bro. This is the J.
Round to 10 for Nongshim.
Persia is on the site, a smoke to refresh in a couple of seconds, but he kind of is isolated. Now that Margaret's here, though, they can fight.
Trying to refill that space where the drone kind of left off, but still the trade protocol.
Yeah, that gets destroyed now. Their mental is bone. 11 to 5, my friends. No money for Talon. Man, I gotta say, Talon is the same mistakes over and over again, bro. You know, the game was not bad for them, and it was not bad. They lost the pistol. They got unlucky there on the plant. Okay, it was a good shot by Francis. They gave a chance for that to happen. It was a bad plant. He could have been better.
And working across the map, where could some of the possible lurks be? Now they've spotted.
But the first man, there was no reason for that.
4 on 4.
You gotta trust your 4-buys, man, you know? On this map, with this comp, you gotta trust it.
To help your team get into the site.
You've got a lot of space if you were Talon. Make sure to hold on to that space and try to.
That's my view, actually. You know,
from pushing through. Armageddon being sent in by Francis, just to cause some havoc on the site. Dambi sliding in with the overdrive, and he's gonna be
and
able
the all fall apart so quickly. The game was good for Talon, man. But Nongshim,
from his teammates.
They are playing good Valorant, dude.
And that camera to be destroyed, so now he's got the info.
Especially with the conversion wall being sent out as well. Currently not seeing too much though, but Persia will continue to peek around the A site, spots out 1. And here comes PRIMMIE with another kill contract, needing to hit the spot.
Okay, he got it.
Find his ground.
But now it's too late, man. It's 12 to 5 already.
Trying to set himself up for it. Team in position, 4 on 4 for Talon.
It just feels like Talon made their life way harder on this game. And first, for some reason, they are not playing Terror.
Comes out, so trying to call that the site is somewhat clear.
And then the force.
Well, some more trades found now. See Long being
sometimes you lose to yourself, bro.
Needing to find the
no discrediting Nongshim, who is a good thing, man. Actually, insane thing.
It's just PRIMMIE. Running out of bullets, does find a
But Talon, man, they fucked up big time, bro. GG.
Final score, 13 to 5.
That's what I want to say. If you can, follow me on other social medias like X, Instagram, TikTok, okay? This helps me to build the brand. And if you do, maybe I start posting my content there.
I'm looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Nongshim have just taken a page out of RRQ's book.
Here we go. TALON, PRIMMIE, WAYLAY, and then Maybe on Neon, bro. What a legendary matchup here.
It's not the first time.
Let's go, man. Let's actually. Ivy is on ISO. Bro, I love this. I love this.
How effective this ISO is going to be, at least for
Okay,
now.
they are running Teho now, and Nongshim is not.
Nongshim in towards the B side.
So if TALON wins this map,
being used effectively. Meanwhile, Jit Boys continuing to lurk and find some taps through. Does take down Ivy's shield, but Ivy continuing to hold the angle, finds a double.
you know why?
Oh, vulnerable going in as well. Remember the little update, but
and
it's
the
Derby.
relay bolts.
Yeah, but it's a 2 versus 2. So this is where I would expect things to settle down just a bit.
Just reset.
TLN is in a position right now that I feel like if you don't
still needing to be careful though in case
don't pick Teho and you lose,
still holding around Baby Door.
it's easy to think, bro, they lost because they didn't play Teho. What the fuck are they doing? And if they don't pick Teho and win, we don't say anything.
If you're going to B though, then you gotta watch out for A.
It's kind of like this.
Margaret is still lying in wait, finds the first tap. Instant Dinkus.
I just feel like Teho makes things way easier, man, because it's a non-break agent.
With the spike plant, you've got
It fills the gaps in anything, man, and it applies to any composition.
Need to play and time this carefully. Pinged as well, so a little bit more as he fans himself out, but not quite able to find.
What was that shot in that movement? That was so clean by Margaret.
Goomba stomps on him instead, and that's Nongshim.
Man, but I say that every time, every player on Nongshim is a clutch player. It's insane. Except from Debut. I never see Debut on clutch situations, bro. He's always the first to die. He do a pretty good job for his team, man. His stats are not the highest, but what he do for the team is amazing. There was a player in Brazil, international player as well, called Taco. He always sacrificed himself in CS, man, for the benefit of the team as a whole. He was a legend, man.
Utility providing them the forward space to stretch out in towards tree and now give Francis a bit of work to do.
Okay, this is the round. Oh, good shot, good shot. Man, in CS it's so hard to hit these shots, man. If you have played CS, you know. But in Valorant it's not. I think the registration of the bullets here on Valorant is way better.
Able to get the third kill as well. What was that tap? Margaret and
especially
Persia
now,
left.
CS2 is shit. I don't like that game.
Will smoke off tree to try to re-aggress. They've already picked up and upgraded some weapons, but this is where TALON get to erase all the mistakes from the previous map.
There was supposed to be a version of CS that a third party is doing. That, bro, low-key, if they release that, I think Valve will block it. But man, I would play that game a lot. Like a lot. It was like based on 1.6, man.
Right, finding the space and building the
Beautiful,
pressure
beautiful.
around Rubble, going forward in towards the site where he gets a quick shot on towards Francis and then somehow is able to just spray transfer onto the third kill onto...
You could actually lose me, bro, not gonna lie.
See that one back in the replay there as well. Quite unfortunate if you are a Nongshim fan, but if you are a TALON fan, brilliant.
Let's go, let's go. I want to see 3 maps.
Press into the B side if you're TALON.
Yeah, they're going to look to go potentially quick here. You've got the ults going on in as well. You've still got that trap wire at the front of sight, so you do shut it down.
Killua!
Off with the kill contract will fall, and that's now TALON.
A golden boy, let's go.
Mid-round calls into the C site all of a sudden. Margaret only here to receive. He does have Francis nearby though, and that's where they find a single frag.
PRIMMIE's on away from his ult.
If you're TALON now, feeling the pressure, how do you regroup? How do you recollect? They're still trying to break their way into the site, but it feels a little bit disjointed. Down to Thigh, trying to collect on some couple of frags, but they are down to so low HP. Jit Boys out towards Mound, and yet big reveal. 2-on-2 though.
They should know that it's Mound and backside too.
Still.
I wonder why they changed Jit Boys to a sentinel.
Could find a chance to strike.
Ace, another ace!
In for the sprays. Close range hit by Paranoia. No problem. We will find the ace.
Oh my god.
That's great from him as
Both
well.
Francis.
Really patient for the first 3 kills.
Holy shit, man.
The site. And then at the end there in the 2 versus 2, right? A brilliant horde. Very self-sufficient for him and just dancing around this site.
This guy has
his team.
Some interesting names, right? Margaret, Francis.
Coming up, right?
They're very European.
Total control. Make their way past Francis.
This time maybe we'll see some boys back up TALON, back up PRIMMIE in the play for the Rubble control as he refracts on out. Well, we can't really see the same for Thigh.
Oh yeah, unfortunately Will
They got Persia as well.
He's left his boy there, and now they've got no smokes.
You trade a player for some utility out from the other side. Is that worth it though?
No. Right now, it's not.
Man, they actually have some legendary players in there.
To be
Like,
able to help, right? It's the stalling of the utility. If you want to reclaim the space, I mean, the ultimate is certainly going to help you.
Francis?
But Persia just dodges everything here.
Oh my god, and then
King of Persia
at the right time. Bit of a spray transfer is now damage.
oh my god, they got destroyed here, dude. No money for Talon, 4 already on the defender side.
That the saturate collects because damage
This could be this could be 2-0, man. For sure, for sure.
Okay with having the fights thrown his way. Really, really good repositioning from Persia. I must admit, you know, the drone that starts to come on out, it'll find his position, but there's no, you know, quick communication unless you're investing a lot of this utility to try and push Nongshim back.
Trying to at least possibly get the spike down. The refract will help out the rest of the team, though. And allows for Cruz to find a couple of taps. Still, though, within close range, Cruz.
My brain break is there too, man. Okay, okay, this is a big round.
PRIMMIE now finding some kills, picks up onto the Vandal, and you've got the spike. It's a 1-on-2.
Two Vandals.
All classics to get the job
Man, this is the
done.
round Talon needs to get back in the game. But man, fuck.
Here the rotating door.
They are so clutch, but I think actually Persia is gonna win this.
With the
They always win this kind of round.
Back into stairs. Surely Talon expects this, but they will hold out from spawn with a high-low.
Yeah,
Smoke, though.
That allows Jet Boys to reposition.
PRIMMIE,
Really
you play
good call
first,
from
you play
them, but
first.
Little bait for Persia.
Information is key. Just trying not to reveal too much. Repositions.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, not able to, or not.
A lot of replays today, man. I'm feeling like watching replays.
Go deeper to play against a high-low setup, for example.
That was an incredible round, you know, held with a Waylay.
That was a round that probably shouldn't have happened, to be honest with you. It's full classes getting
like
into
full
the
classes.
site where the classics
Only
are getting
Brazilian
the
teams
shots done.
normally lose this, bro.
You know, kind of push a little bit first as well, and there's trades that are coming on out. But the thing is, Talon are not aiming to get the spike down at the B.
In towards the C site where Margaret is lying in wait. You still have those kills.
Okay. Ay, dodge it.
Fully
Oh my god, this is the Neo.
Jit Boys now to relay back into the site. Rolling Thunder and everything else dumped in. Jit Boys, PRIMMIE finding frags for themselves.
That was a beautiful entry, man. Beautiful entry. Waylay Masterclass on Lotus. Bro, I don't remember seeing Waylay on Lotus actually. Maybe one time.
Some pressure towards the C site. Margaret, knowing where his opponents are coming in from, pops the cage and then falls back into a safer spot. Nongshim looking to retake with numbers.
Okay, PRIMMIE has ult, man.
Trip there either, unfortunately.
But Aizo has kill contract.
PRIMMIE does have convergent pass as well, so maybe they want to find some deeper space towards it.
And kill contract from Ivy as well would give Nongshim more of a numbers advantage, but
all the info, neural theft.
True. Talon looking to extend their reach.
Oh,
okay. He's not using the ult yet.
Nicer utility undercut being sent through. PRIMMIE though, still able to land a nutty shot. But that's the kill contract now coming through. PRIMMIE off
Kill Lua, bro. He doesn't lose those.
Killua deletes Ivy.
He plays
as
Aizo,
well.
Sure. And this is a save. This is a save, bro. But why they took so long to use the kill contract?
That refract is still in play.
Yeah, they're not giving anything to PRIMMIE to Bakeman. Oh, triple push. They got destroyed.
From Nongshim outside of B though.
Okay.
Instantly punished.
Beautiful by Talon. Beautiful.
And then the mid round.
Oh my god, you already saw that, dude.
Position. That's
okay, they got punished real hard, man.
Saturated into the
holy shit.
Margaret peeking out, unfortunately, to his own death. Persia
they got destroyed.
Firing frantically to try to survive. But with that, an open sight onto C.
False sense of security, unfortunately, for Nongshim there when Francis throws in the Prowler.
This is a good half, man. Good half.
Deep enough.
I think it's a good half for both teams, man. The game is open.
Throw everything at it, throwing 3 players and
Persia saving.
Talon can kind of formulate a plan around this, right? Let's avoid the duelist, head in towards an opposite site, but Persia will be able to strike all of a sudden as well.
Oh, he's hungry.
To look for the trade. The duelist now continuing to push out. Hungry, thirsty, but that's where they get punished by Talon.
Yep.
Okay, still 5v3 for Talon, looking good for Dan. Grows low HP, but he's a Tejo, man. He can be useful only with this shit here.
But he's only got the Guardian. Rolling Thunder now sent out by Cruz.
Ah, that was so nice. That was so nice. Beautiful round 7-5.
Does he expect Cruz to be on this slight little angle? Good reposition.
Oh my god. Oh my. He gets that kill?
Well,
what a sick shot.
Sure, Margaret feeling the pain from that one. And then the salvo.
Cruz was dead for sure.
Footsteps closer in towards A main. So Talon ready to strike. Unfortunately, not quite as swift as
I thought they were gonna hold
needed it to
with
be.
2 players there,
Needs to make sure he doesn't
on PRIMMIE.
that spot.
Yeah, so that's gonna be
I thought Primmie that thought that
Nongshim
too.
able to get the spike down into A. How will they play it though?
Look at
5v5 retake.
Cruz.
As well as
Big kill by Cruz, big pistol, dude.
Cruz though, on a bit of
11
tear
kills
in
for
this
him already.
pistol. Dambi feeling the pressure, needing
Oh
to
my god,
push
looking
on
way
out.
better,
Will be
but
able to find a
32.
double.
Is it enough for his team, though, to be able to close this quack?
2 on 3. Cruz is relatively low, and Ivy is
Oh, they know.
In no man's land.
somewhat sussed out. Have an idea of where he is, and he does have that double
He's
tap
all
as
about
well.
Cruz, man.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Persia
Persia!
just
The
hit it,
timing
but
is insane.
the
But
wrong
man,
timing for
Cruz,
it. Jit Boys will
just
be
by
able
staying
to
alive, he won the
strike him
round.
in the back.
What a
Cruz
beast,
then to
though.
clean things up.
IGL captain. That's how you do
Picking
it.
up- Yeah, it's not so much of a post-plan agent, more of a slightly initiating duelist kind of agent, so you need to be pushing up front, especially alongside Dambi. I gotta imagine that's what it is, but still, right now... with
I think
bit of
this is a situation
slight half,
that
you got Dambi
is more
on the
understandable
buggy, and he's
for
just
Nongshim
non-stop
to
assaulting
force,
himself forward, takes down
and they
Jit
didn't.
Boys, and that's already a bit of a frag. Spike
Look
down
at the
as
kill
well.
that he gets, man.
Only Dambi
Guy is
would
insane
do
with
that.
this
Now
shit.
they re-clear towards the holes as well.
It's
They
always a
forgo.
pleasure to watch
Outlaw
them be
with
playing you. Oh
Dambi
my
seizes
god,
the
they actually
opportunity to
force
slide further
it.
in. Triple found, trying to shut him
This
down.
is enough for them to win the
But
round.
reeling from the losses.
That's all they need,
Trains down
bro.
by
Dambi with the
And then
bucky.
Cruz is here because he just opened the rotating door.
Ah, the
Cameron's
game
just
was
gonna
looking good
catch him
for
smiling,
Talon
and he's
gonna
now.
have to
They are
save.
fuck. I cannot say another word
One
again.
round.
8 to 7, full buy versus full buy. This is the round, man. This is the
Towards that
round.
Rebel contest. Oh,
Die,
it's
die,
just
die.
Not slowing down. Pushing on through. The shield's been cracked.
Okay.
Killua in
Oh
for the
my
kills, and now
god.
Spike down.
somewhat of a loss
11
for
HP for
Nongshim.
Killua.
Yeah.
3 players are gone off the wayside.
PRIMMIE.
Cruz as well, jiggling.
Okay,
Might have
he heard
spotted
that,
out
he
by
heard
the
that.
map.
Oh, Margaret, though, he's going to run into the potential.
They know it's going to be a
trap wire
C
as well,
hit.
Destroy that one. And he needs to buy enough time for Persia to get over here. They should
There's
know
one
the
more
killer
trip
was
there.
low by the spray that they saw earlier on. But in a 2 versus 3 here, Quack, when you got to consider
Okay,
that there's
that's
4
good that he
more
opened the door here, man.
salvos
Now they gotta worry about the
that eventually
flank.
come online.
Spike planted.
One more
Now,
thing
in
on their
fact.
mind.
Trying to create some fake presence around the door as well. Salvo's fault line. You have a lot
Bait
at your
recall.
disposal.
Okay. Mind games.
Yes. Baited with the from.
And Mind
shadows on
Freak was
Persia.
benched today, bro.
So still trying to keep himself.
Batman played his first game for
Cage up from Jit
Paperworks.
Boys, and they're looking to push out of it. There it is. Margaret though,
Trade.
to the other
Good
end.
job, Killua. Good job. He was low,
Straight
bro. He was
down
low.
To just kill collecting on this on those heads.
Here now of talent and where you want to maneuver them around the map. But the ultimate
can you
idea is
imagine?
getting towards this seaside. You forced the only soldier back in PRIMMIE. Good saturate.
An attempt at from the shadows from Thai as well, so a little bit burnt.
All the stuff.
Especially in with the utility.
Oh my
Dambi
God.
trying to
He's
go
trying to-
further in, but Jit Boys will shut that down. Now here comes further utility. Rolling Thunder sent out, and Talon looks to swarm the site. Killua
Big round for Talon
especially
here.
finding a lot of these sight lines. Now just down to Francis. We'll find one
Big
with
round
that last
because
bullet
Dambi,
from the
man, he
magazine,
has
but
no money and
Cruz
he invested with. Actually,
cleans
it
things
doesn't
up
matter. He's gonna get a
for
bucket,
Talon
bro.
to reach a 10.
Be
Yeah,
careful
some,
next round.
40%. Well, for now, though, at least they're on.
I lied. He got a judge. He got a judge, bro.
Sliding in. Quick traded.
And
Good
his team
trade,
isn't
good
able
trade.
to, you know,
PRIMMIE has
reiterate
Zolt. Cruz
back
died with
immediately.
Armageddon as well.
Gained rubble control.
And Ivy, man,
Their speedway
one of the
inside.
worst ISOs
Got it a little bit slower
I
with
can remember
Prowlers and with
has
Ivy
skill
as well.
contract.
He wants
I
to
think
pull
it's better
someone
for him not
towards
to use it,
Lula.
especially on Killua.
I have to imagine that's. Kind
Bro,
of how
see,
you
he
would
didn't
want
use
to
it. He could
match
use it there in
these
Killua.
right? Buy
He's
some
afraid of my
time away from
boy.
Some of the opponents. We can take PRIMMIE away possibly. Still, though,
Aye,
that's
big
gonna
kill,
be
big
the
kill.
Slowing them down.
Waylay out somewhere, and at the same time, Thai now trying to hold them off.
Yeah, they need to get in towards the site though, because it was a 4 versus 4, and they've got the site control, but they're looking a little bit deeper for it.
Ivy still has
Time
shield
bought
and
away.
ult, man.
Numbers dwindling as well for Nongshim, so kill contract might be working against them right now if they use it in a bad spot, but still
He's
the spike
good,
down,
bro.
trying to reposition up around tree. PRIMMIE taking
This
that
crouch
duel
that he
out
does,
towards
so
baby
efficient.
door. Nongshim
I saw a guy doing analysis on Donkey, man. The best CS player in the world right now. How he uses crouch
Sends out the undercut just to delay.
as a movement technique to not get headshot, you know?
It's just Francis.
Not
who
just to control
heads
recoil,
towards
but
the
as a
back,
movement
and Thai
technique, man.
will
And I think
find that
PRIMMIE
frag
in Valorant
off an
is
elevated angle.
the one that
Talon moving forward
the most
into an
similar
11.
thing. 11 to 7. I want to tear the map, but I also want to walk a little bit, man, because my back is start to
post plant game.
Burn.
Cruz leading with the kill feed, but still, here comes Stabby once more. Team not quite there.
We're gonna get the kill contract.
Okay,
Will
this time he
win
used it. I don't know why he didn't use it in the last round, bro.
Though, so now
Okay.
able to find that one right
If he was
back
Killua, he
into
would be
it.
dead.
Just kill on the site. Primmie up towards the top of heaven. Spots him with a crosshair placement though. Saturate lands square.
Oh,
90
well,
speed. That's
yo,
the
he's so
triple
clean,
found
bro, he's so
in the
clean.
round. And just Margaret left. He might have snuck
Man,
up
actually,
towards the
this
B site, but
might
the
be
spikes down
Primmie
on the
best map,
ground.
no?
Yep.
I still remember, man, to
Very
this day,
difficult
his
situation
first
for him
game
to try and
ever
win
against Team
1 versus 3
Secret
especially now that
that
door's
made him
closed.
qualify for
Needs
champs
to
and
re-navigate
kick
around the site.
Team Secret
Eventually,
out of that,
you know,
man.
There's
as
a
Team
Talon,
Secret, man,
you make a
they were
decision,
playing better,
you
bro.
look towards the
They were the
choke
better
of the
team,
A
they were
lobby.
the favorites, and then
just a clear thing to do.
a
Or if
big
he
game, bro,
gets
from
in towards
Talon
the site and he picks up the spike, well, we're just
to
playing
put
it as
Primmie
one
to
versus
play,
one. You know, we should
and
win
man,
lose.
he carried that game,
You got
winning
fault
both
line,
pistols
you
for
got the
Dan,
saturate still.
getting some multi-kills as well.
Nah, that's a refract.
You're also not playing
It was
positions as
one
Talon
of the
right
greatest
now,
moments in
where
Valorant history,
Margaret
man.
can really find a 1 versus 1. They all collected together. It's really nice. Like,
Mappy
crossfire
point for Talon.
Where they
Next
round
map
group
is
as
Fracture,
well.
my
Now it's
friends.
map point for Talon.
It's getting real close. I wonder what compositions these things are gonna run there. Man, we could see actually
I feel like Vic's not alone on that.
WAYLAY being played there too,
I
man.
like Sunset.
We saw with the G doing that 2 times in VCT China. One it worked,
All
the
right.
other it doesn't.
Well, we'll see how it all goes.
It didn't,
when
but
that map
it was
does come
good, it was
back in.
good.
But for now, at the very least.
All set up once again. All the utility raining around.
Look at that from Primmie. Does find Dummy in towards the back.
This is it, my
Additional
friends.
support.
We are going to
Everyone
Fracture.
all
Well
collapsing
played
into
here
this
by
one
Talon.
position where now the armor
IV,
gonna get
this
sent
Talon,
through.
and this
Margaret,
ISO,
if you
they don't
are
work this time,
him,
man.
You're just wondering what just happened. My teammates are all gone. I'm getting
Some
hit,
days
I'm
are like
getting
this, they could have
Valoranted.
knifed, but they are humble. Killua, my boy, he's a humble man. GG, kid, GG, Talon.
Oh boy. 13-8, which means we are trading each other's maps here. We do get the 3rd in this series. People wanted Fracture, we're gonna get it. People wanted to see good WAYLAY play.
Let's go, Davey. O'Neal, of course. And my boy Primmie's on WAYLAY, dude. Here we go.
From Talon, and of course to highlight.
Yeah, ready for an epic game, bro. Epic game.
The Neon.
I do love what the desk was pointing out about
Big
Primmie
victory
and the
here,
way
man,
he's
for both
using his
teams.
WAYLAY, which is, intentionally
Big
how
step
WAYLAY was designed as well.
to qualify for
But
playoffs.
still, we do want to see currently how Nongshim
I'm even gonna turn up the volume here a little bit for me.
This Fracture map on
Locking,
their
bro, locking.
side, playing it very slow and steady.
Cruz is a little bit isolated at the moment, and you can get snuck up upon by Francis into the stun. You should be dead to rights, no one can trade you, but you
good
managed to
movement.
hop on out of that one. Live to fight another day.
Yeah, I thought he was playing a one and done, but right now with the salvos back online, he's able to kind of prevent the rest of the team from catching up to Dambi, which then
Good stun.
Primmie might be able to find a way to strike back. So, especially in with that saturate now, able to collect a lot more space, and then for the rest of the team to
Beautiful
swarm
pistol
down
round.
towards that final player, Persia.
Using the rope, always risky, considering what's creeping up at the moment.
Yeah, I gotta imagine Ivy with that drone was trying to bait out more of a reaction from Talon, but nothing too much
Good
found.
flash,
And now
good flash.
Talon all of a sudden peeks out with that flash
Okay,
point.
this
Primmie
low
to
is good,
stun
man.
as well.
This low is good.
Faultland will catch 1 or 2 of these players as well. Still though, being able to
Primmie
hold
saw
this
that.
slight crossfire. Then comes the trades. Persia able to find numbers.
Okay, this is not
for
bad, this is not bad.
Nongshim. Cruz though, fending off from drop as well.
Good molly as
Incendiary
well.
to stall and in with the special delivery.
Oh, what a
as
good run
well.
for Talon, man. Persia's low
To
HP.
essentially get in and get that spike plant down.
Where is
Incendiary
Cruz
is not going to
going?
keep them at bay for that full time.
Okay,
but
okay.
the
That's
damage has
an
been
interesting
done, hasn't
position,
it?
actually.
3 versus 3 when the spike
Little
starts
bit.
to go down.
I like it.
You
It's smart,
see
smart.
group
Play
up
together, play
towards
together.
Lobby at the moment.
Misses
where
in 5.
It's just going to be Ivy.
That's where there are some guns scattered across the floor, though, so you can see why Talon wants to take this spot, but got to make use of
Well
that
played,
weaponry.
see? Well
Cruz
played.
Able
Playing
to take
together,
that
man.
first down and
Good
get
shit,
by.
good shit.
2 on 3 left, and there are more guns found now, especially for Jit Boys, but Thigh
that
will
wasn't
get
enough.
taken out. So needing to mount this entire retake out from main, it's a little bit tricky. The angle is instantly felt and dealt with. Persia now trying to hold the angle. But he is kind of pinchered
Cruz, masterclass. Masterclass from Cruz, the IGL, the captain leading by example here, dude.
TALON to pick up the bonus.
Big round, huge round actually.
0.65 at the end.
Nongshim is full broken now, man. Yo, he played that to perfection. Actually, man, 2 games on Tejo, and Cruz is playing incredible, man. Sova was shit game. Because you have to think about lineups, you have to think about where are you gonna spot here? Bro, Sova, Tejo is easy, man.
Go from fast to slow. You got a lot of numbers around the A site. You got some really good repositioning from them. The fact that they are grouping up back in towards main to do it together, right, and not just trying.
Sorry for the Armageddon for Cruz.
Again, stealth drone. This time, a bit of 3-2 split.
PRIMMIE went away for his ult.
Set up. This is what I was talking about a little bit earlier, though. If you're gonna get trapped up by the ults, you're just absolutely
Jit boys!
Completely crunched through.
That was nice. See, man, Tejo, bro. Tejo is broken, bro. Play Tejo. Wanna win, play Tejo. Wanna lose, don't play Tejo. It's simple, bro.
In the new Breach Tejo meta, right? It's one of the kind of standard protocols. If you
Yo, but Nongshim is playing Tejo and they are losing.
Forcing the team to either die in the ult.
You got a point, bro. Got a point.
Where they have no real time to collect.
I talk for TALON, okay? I talk about TALON.
They can't get utility out. They have to just be gun ready, and it's really awkward. So that is.
You can say Tejo diff, no?
Done, sent back in.
Yeah, and it's not the dash on out for him either, right? It's just run and have it available still with the saturator by the time. Rolling Thunder in is going to lock him in an aftershock as well. And they're in the salvos too, man. They're just destroyed.
Completely consecrated.
Look at Tejo diff there.
The salvos, like you mentioned. Now Dambi, though, trying to fire back against TALON. Does have a bit more space. But is it safe? That's the question.
Run away from the running tunnel.
Somewhere nearby. You've got PRIMMIE as well, who can do quite a bit. Thigh in with the incendiary is not quite sent out either.
Man, the misses will go back.
Them just hovering nearby. You've got a minute to work with.
And the thing is,
alright, what a fun agent this is.
To get the Rolling Thunder, to potentially get Dambi into the fight to win.
Can you get that spike down? So they pick up the ult.
Yeah, that can be used to buy some time.
Well, he's gonna use the plant.
You have to set up Dambi here.
Trying to at least, but you can already see TALON backing away from that range. In with the salvos as well, but Dambi looks to
he
get
tried
ahead.
to use for the
Despite the stuns.
And man, they invest their ult too.
Able to collect.
Oh no.
Just Francis now.
It didn't plant.
Oh, he got off the spike plant. 1 on 3. All of them.
Oh
right
my god, they are getting destroyed, my friend.
Shot through into his head.
To continue this flawless defensive run.
Precisely that. So now information gathered. Just for Jit Boys to try to hold.
Oh, Persha.
A bit of a burst down from Nongshim.
Let's go, Nongshim. I want to see close game. I don't like stomps.
PRIMMIE back in with Yop. Feeling a bit of a pinch though. It's that stun. He does send it out, but also coming up from the back, it's going to be Ivy who takes PRIMMIE out. 2 on 4.
And now I know why TALON loses so many rounds to weak rounds, dude. I'd figure out.
Okay, well, Thai though tries
TALON indeed is Brazil, bro.
With that incendiary, but Persia.
I have a theory.
Salvo's back in as well, and that's going to be the frag.
They lose this round, I'm going to tell you.
Thai with his own orbital as well. Do they know where Margaret is though?
No, not at the moment by their positioning, but they're going to start to clear things and try and bait out Ivy with the salvos and the Armageddon.
That's going to be Tree now cleared off. Margaret coming back in slowly.
Ivy has ult.
Cruz getting off the spike now, beginning to look somewhere. Armageddon sent down.
Too late.
Sticks the defuse at the very end of it. Just as the Armageddon collapses onto him. Opshot found as well, but TALON
so my theory is
on top of 7-0.
They won, but I'm gonna say anyway.
Unfortunate that Ivy isn't able to get that one.
Because the 7-1 is coming.
As possible. I mean, I saw the salvos coming, right? There's time for you.
I always thought, man, that TALON has a Brazilian thing on their DNA, you know, because of the similarity on how they lose the rounds.
It's just
and then,
really quickly,
I remember that Frost used to be the coach of Furia, man.
Stick that one there,
and I think he got infected there. And he passed that to TALON. This is the only explanation I can think of, bro.
All of those
because I can feel, man. You know, the Brazil inside me can feel there is Brazil inside TALON. And now I know why, bro. It took me years to figure that out, but now I know.
You've got a forward line being held by
it's too similar, bro. It's too similar.
Now you're droning out.
The way they lose, man, some rounds is yeah, but normally we get 7-1. They are going to be the one who's doing the 7-1.
Again, you've just got the trap.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Sends them back.
Nothing makes sense.
For some more information, and Now stacking up in towards main. Nongshim, though, trying to backpedal.
PRIMMIE has ult here.
Right now, you're trying to funnel them in towards more of where your traps are. It's either 3 players contained around lobby, or you're going into a B side where you've got Jip Boys
8-0? 8-0?
and you've got PRIMMIE, who's pretty close with the ultimate to bail them out.
Nongshim were trying to deal with some of these traps, especially with the salvos out from Ivy, but to
My
no avail.
god.
The salvos just alerted
Yo,
to
this
Jit
kid
Boys
is
where
getting
Nongshim
so
might be
much
heading
better
in from.
so
And now,
fast, man.
the only option left, back into its A main, where Thai is able
And there's
to
more
hold.
talents on the
Dambi,
Talon Academy
almost
team, bro.
reversed. Coming back in for the slide.
Dambi joined the server.
Back into
He
a
turned on his
2-on-2.
monitor now.
Off to the races into the site.
Gotta get the plant here because the flank rotate is eventually coming out for PRIMMIE, for Jip Boys. Here comes the ult.
Gotta watch for Margaret as well, though, but PRIMMIE at least quick to look for the deletion onto a player. But here comes
He can
Margaret.
defuse, he can
Takes down
defuse.
Jit Boys by drop.
It's not
PRIMMIE
planning for
knows
him.
where
He
he
can just
is.
stick it.
Yeah, and that's where PRIMMIE is able to stick it all the way
Oh, you're gonna
through.
shift talk
Margaret
there, bro?
didn't quite
Yo,
hear it,
thank
so
you. We
slowly
appreciate that,
creeping forward,
Margaret. We
gets the
appreciate
frag, but
that.
once again, the
Talon
round
fans are
over
happy for
on
you,
Talon.
bro.
Oh man, the fact that PRIMMIE immediately
What?
catches Dambi in the convergent pass, he just funnels right on towards him, and then you recognize, hang on a second, Margaret's just been seen over at Sans. He got the trade. I can just stick this defuse. It doesn't matter if I die after time. We've got the round, and we are absolutely laughing. That is an 8-0 flawless run so far. I'm kind of questioning a little bit this veto right now from what we're seeing from Nongshim.
8-0, holy shit.
Adjustments back in, the triple stack now. They're pushing
Outlaw
the
for
tree.
PRIMMIE.
Taking some space to make things a little bit more workable for them.
Why has Outlaw? Everyone there has such
Still
that's
though,
true
with the
except
spike
from first
relegated
shot.
to Nongshim. The team is happy to try to get the spike down somewhat for free.
Okay.
Utility spent here and there, but avoiding the trips for now.
No ultimates here for Talon, right? So this is a straight up 5 versus 5 standard utility gun round.
Where you got Margaret sneaking up from the back as well. If his timing is pristine, he could find advantageous numbers for Nongshim.
okay.
And there it is. 5-on-4.
You got first blood now. That's a good thing for
A lot of
Nongshim.
these angles though, and that's
I want
why
to
it
see
works to
a
Nongshim's
close game
favor.
here, my friends.
Jit Boys.
Jit Boys not checking that for sure. Is that?
Tunnel. The rest of the Talon squad moving upwards from tree, but
Okay, okay.
instantly found by Dambi.
They can still get
Just
4
kill
rounds
one
here, man.
left. He knows where his opponents are, but he's alone. And without much utility, there's not much that he can do. That's the question. Nongshim
Man, low
trying
money
to
for
pull
Talon.
a
If they
similar
lose
strategy,
here,
but on opposite ends of the map. So 1-4.
there's
slowly
already hope
up
for
the
Nongshim,
tree.
dude.
Talon, though.
Big round, big round.
Not proactive information gaining from Talon. It's more on the passive, shouldering approach, waiting for Nongshim to get in, and then they'll act.
Precisely, especially with those trips at hand. Jit Boy still angering down the site, and you also do have Thai right around the
Don't be
corner.
one away from the overdrive.
Cruz as well, if he can find
Well played, well played. Good counter, man.
Suddenly
They expect
sounding
that.
off, and that's going to be Nongshim.
Huge run for
Surprise
Talon.
Francis able to find
Huge
just
run
one,
for
but here
Talon.
comes
9-1.
Cruz. Discomfort.
Yeah, but the thing is, the team really needs to set up Dambi with the overdrive or with the Vandal to find an opening kill, and then consecutively they just need to
Armageddon
find
for
more than
Cruz.
one.
They're sitting tight for
Oh my
now,
god,
trying
Jit
to
Boy
make
is
some
in trouble.
utility out from Talon, but still, that's where they get caught. Persia, unfortunately,
tight,
gunned
tight.
down. Dambi tries to slide on through, but Cruz and Thai all expect it. Finding those shots, finding
money
those
isn't great for
frags. It's
Nongshim.
down to
Oh,
Francis, who
Francis!
finds 1 and 2 outside of the smokes.
Rolling Thunder?
That's the Rolling Thunder. Sends it through, but
Okay,
Talon
lack
avoids
of
it. Now
talentization.
backed into tree. No smokes available. It still is tough for Nongshim to get the spike down safely.
And Ivy is low. 30 HP for him. They will dodge a bit of this early utility.
Salvo's back online.
I can use the orbital if he does want to, but it's the 2 versus 3 at the moment. Plant to go down, time to be bought by the orbital.
two has Molly
This
too.
allows Jit Boys to start to get that flank a little bit closer.
Timing for Jit Boys.
Yeah, man,
He
they
knows
still
he
have
can
Molly.
play
They still have
safe.
Molly.
At least for now, fault line sent out.
That's
But
Thai.
with the
Yo, this
peak,
kid, man,
Thai just
unbelievable.
holds it down right. Francis,
High and low, high and low. 4K for
against
Thai.
three.
Beautiful
Desperately
round.
tries to
Low
go
money
for the
on
flick seven
Nongshim
of the
Talon.
peaks,
This
but
is a
still
master
quad
class,
being
bro.
found by Thai.
WAYLAY!
Every
So
single goal
nice,
that
bro.
Nongshim
So
found
nice.
themselves in that round was essentially a 1vx scenario, right? Pushing out the members of Talon were just ready in crossfires of some sort, whether they're holding hands for the later ones or the ones in the middle of the round, they're just ready.
Ay,
That's
ay,
the
ay.
side. Those two, okay, outliers, right? Didn't see them going for pot shots, they happen.
Man, this kid is
well-positioned
getting so much
round
better,
from Talon
man.
there.
The only consolation prize in that round.
Okay, they managed to
just
have a good buy here.
Shots outside of the sky smokes, but
okay, yeah, finally out for PRIMMIE. I was about to say.
Half now, and they're looking to just dump everything into Tree.
To be fair, it's kind of hard to play up against Neo. I don't like it. I mean, it's all the shots.
To Danby's speed and haste to just get in towards these sites.
Well, he does kick things into overdrive and just continues forward though. Clears out Tree. Margaret finds one in towards Canteen, and that's neural theft.
Yeah, at least 2 here for the Nongshim, man.
Seconds to slow it down. If Ivy does get 1 kill here, Quacky will have a
Rolling 10 for Killua.
Okay, Cruz knows that he's got it tripped. Has to watch out for potentially where Margaret could be, but at the same time, you've got Danby continuing forward as well.
Oh, that's
this
fast.
throws TALON off balance.
Imagine if he gets that.
Reclaim some space outside of Canteen.
Oh, wait.
Killua able to
And
find
Cruz. They don't know about Cruz yet.
Flash. Still though, now Salvos just to buy a bit more time. Cruz playing off of timing, but no.
GQ by
He's
Margaret.
been spotted out and gunned down by Margaret. Thigh for the trades, and with the spike ticking away, Thigh just continues to push it down.
Danger chip. They made the pistol. There's game.
Second round win.
Do I believe it?
Well,
of course not.
We're starting things off with the second half.
Ole!
Already trying to gun out for some
You are
information.
so
It's
in
only up from
trouble.
here, Quack.
3 players.
Yeah.
Cruz
Get ropes. Get
knows that
ropes.
he's
Get
in a
out.
bit
Get
of a hot
out. Get
seat
out.
right now, so zip lines all the way over onto Dish, where he will rendezvous
Okay,
with
this
his
is good
team.
for Talon.
Here
Only Margaret
comes
here.
PRIMMIE. Light speed onto
See,
top,
this
and
is
he's
the
sticking
EDG pistol. EDG pistol. Now it's the post plane to twos.
Aftershock, salvos,
Alright.
but they have to use them now early that PRIMMIE's gone.
Yeah, there's the
Half
aftershock. Gets Margaret
Okay, they
away
got half.
off of the spike. Persia still trying to hold close with his off angle where Talon might not
Look where
expect
Jitterboy
it.
is.
Oh, Killer
Yeah, that
jumps
didn't
down,
work. That
and now
didn't
the
work.
defuse
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
stuck all the way through. Danby
That didn't work.
picking up the round for Nongshim without
It didn't work
kills
by
truly
Digito.
found. Persia now still spamming all the way, just trying to
Only in
collect
the first
as
time.
much as possible. And that leaves V a little bit more open. Cruz beginning to investigate. I think he spotted out Danby. A possible pinch out from Jit Boys now, but Danby with the movement! What was that?
What we were missing.
That's
It's what
Danby.
he loves to do on this Neon.
Oh
And when
my
PRIMMIE's not
god.
around
Hing
to
and
slow
Damara,
up
man,
or-
are the only ones that...
Well, regen shield for
Ah,
now,
not the,
so he's
yeah,
down
but they
to
are the
about
best
30.
ones, in my
You could
opinion.
still die
They
to a
break
single
people's
bullet.
wrists, man.
Yeah, Cruz is hunting for him.
You don't know that Cruz has slipped through here, unfortunately.
that's right.
So it's a kill. It's
That's
all
good.
the
Man,
space, it's an
Cruz
audible
is
call.
having
They can set
another
themselves up
great
for
map, bro.
a post plant.
Same
They're hard to
for
contend. They can plant
the last map,
wherever
and
they
now,
want.
Fault
once
line,
again,
incendiary,
Teho is your
salvos
agent, bro.
again.
Don't play so
You just
anymore.
gotta make sure that Nongshim
And-
does not stick to spike.
And a saturate too. That'll
Okay.
just slow you up. I mean,
Well, if he is within range, PRIMMIE, at least for now, trying to hold out towards south side. Nongshim all towards the north. We do have Francis around Canteen, and he's trying to set something up with possibly a flashes in the fault line. He's got a full kit.
yep. They
Gotta
gotta
help out tower. at
Teho
least.
is better
Get
than
wriggle on.
solving every single
There's
thing.
fault line. Cruz gets ahead
And
of it,
this
but still
play,
Margaret
you
able to
can't
find the frag.
play Teho with your brain turned off.
Now Francis's position alerted, but here comes PRIMMIE in with a stun.
You should be playing Teho in your rank game, bro. If you're not, you're trolling.
First, Incendiary lands just in the nick of time, and still PRIMMIE able to
Seba.
find the frag at the end.
Big
of it.
round, man. Big
Talon
round
will
here.
move
Nongshim
forward
would
to
benefit a
11.
lot from winning this one.
Tempted body
11 to
roll, but you
4.
got stunned
But
up
the
as
next
well,
one
which
will
makes
be
it a little
full
bit more
buy
difficult, but then
versus
you've
full
also
buy.
got- Yeah, it's, you know, old post plant vibes on bind where you'd never see your enemy. You just only play post plants.
Oh my god, look at that though!
Yeah, but it kind of, you know, doesn't have any weight in the round, really, does it? Because the post is just that much stronger from Talon.
Just saying, it looks cool.
It does look cool.
Entirely right about both.
And Nongshim are second-guessing themselves. This is a fake by...
And that's exactly what he can do as the WAYLAY. This is beautiful for Talon.
But now Nongshim are starting to rotate back to the B site where Talon are looking
the Cypher
to
there.
transition to.
Yeah, they're all
at the
in
rotations
position
already
in terms of
from
timing.
Nongshim.
Talon's kind of got the drop on this one, and thanks to that, Cruz finds a trap on towards Francis. Persia, though,
Okay,
alongside
they're getting back,
Danby and Ivy trying to
Stun
anchor
him for
down 30
Danby still.
seconds, and Talon has to push up.
relay
Relay
vault.
vault, and that slows them
Time,
down.
time.
You're running out of time, Talon.
Bro.
Persia in for the spams. Orbital strike ripped
invest-
and ready to let go. But Danby holds
I
the
think they should
slight
have
sliver.
saved it.
Double found. Persia coming back in. Thigh now to frag everything out, but you're not able to
that was
collect on
actually
the
so
final one.
close.
Persia stands tall.
One over to the B side for Talon, all the way to find all the
GT,
info in
bro,
space.
bro,
Danby
Danby,
is caught
what are you doing?
unawares, off guard on an island. And now you've got all the information from this neural theft to potentially even just speed things up to B.
He's actually
And
trolling.
look at that immediately
Oh
being
my.
sent in there. And Jet Boys
Beautiful.
repositioned.
That's my boy. That's my boy, Jit
Masterful
Boys.
play, and the stars align for Talon to set this up into a series point.
The man
Margaret,
we
though,
know we love.
will try his darndest to fend that off.
Oh,
Spike
down
down
B.
as he holds the off angle.
That was down B, bro. Low key. I'm sorry, but that was.
Neural theft being sent out as well. Now beginning to peek out, trying to catch them unawares, but still.
Map in series point for TALON Sports.
Nongshim run this deep gauntlet.
Always got to watch for Francis though.
Okay.
He's been one of the
Them has an up and ult.
especially when he's holding up towards
Big goats in play here, man. Big goats.
Still hiding in the sky smoke. Dabby might have been flushed off, but he repositions around the drops. That's gonna be shit, boys. Cleaning things up just a bit.
Can you imagine survive there?
Possibly flush Francis out of position now, and that's gonna be the fault lines.
What intent for Lewis too?
Eliminated. Now back into the site. Killua
Oh my god.
out,
Oh my.
spots out the next player. Margaret in for a trade.
That was insane.
Down to Chip Boys and Margaret. Cypher
How
versus
the
Cypher.
fuck he got that kill?
Sticking halfway. He must have heard it. Oh, he got off. Gets off at the right time, but
Shitty boys, that's my boy. That's TALON with 2 victories here. Getting close to qualifying for playoffs, my friends. I'll play, good game. Leave a like and subscribe, follow me on my social medias and support me in Patreon if you can. See you later on today with VCT Americas. And don't miss the Paper X games, man. Patman, was he the hero Paper X needed? Go figure out.
PRIMMIE.
It is time, my friends. Paper X with a nice composition here versus Boom Sports. This time they are not running Phoenix and it's Ching with this Asian man. I'm not gonna lie to you, I just woke up. It was hard, man. I woke up with the last alarm, but I couldn't miss this game for anything in the road. So let's go. Eyes on those 9. He's a god, bro. He's a god.
Throughout the course
for a second on Vice, man. Oh, Patman is playing too. I just noticed that. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a bit of a duo stack as well. You've got your up at the back, but still at least a bit of a trade from Jing, and then to flash out, create the pressure down B long.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily need to see Paper X keep on going with this one. You know, one of the approaches in running the double duelist is
where's Mind Break?
Something here.
I wasn't expecting that.
Jing can still run out with that blaze.
Device on the controller.
You know, I look towards what Paper X are running here, and we can potentially see some parallels to the likes of 100 Thieves who
and shock,
play
man. Shock. What the fuck was that? I expect anyone to be kicked. Bench.
So those double duelists definitely possibly coming in handy.
Mind Freak? No fucking
this
way.
Composition, especially Jing on the Phoenix, is something that Paper X are really familiar with. Now doubling back in towards V-Link, but Famous gets ahead.
Yeah, Famous back on his jet. You know, it's one of those agents that you would usually assume is very capable with. This time looking the wrong way, though, and he'll pay the price.
Phoenix, man, I like that.
It's pretty interesting, isn't it? We've seen Famous on the Neon so far now, but back in Ascension last year on the this time getting dicked out by Chase. A quad being picked up on the pistol.
Already?
Could be in for the ace to start off the affairs of Paper X.
Oh my god, can you imagine, bro?
Salvos and a ghost in hand. This is all going to come down to what angles you can isolate.
Recently have been seeing some aces and pistols. It's crazy, but it's happening.
Looking a lot more comfortable. He's online for the ace as well and receiving first contact.
Jing, what a start, my friend. This is the best one ever.
If you want to see Paper X's current scoreline of being 0-2 start off to try and tackle in towards
I'm not sure if I like this, okay?
Towards, you know, Masters Toronto, back towards the international stage where we didn't see them for the first time at the previous Masters.
But I wish you good luck, Batman. I wish you good luck, bro.
Not a bad idea.
Certainly a very welcome sight, especially for the Paper X
I knew he was going to play, but I actually knew he was going to play today.
It is still really
They had to make a change, man. I honestly thought that something was
very quietly
the one that was going to get Benjamin. For sure, for sure.
Stars might reveal their intention, so maybe Famous quite aware, but still getting taken out quickly by the sharpshooting from the Paper X members. Now down to the last 3 from Boom. They are somewhere.
Man, it was so hard to wake up today, man. You guys have no idea,
really
man.
To, you know,
what is this lag?
Quite expensive. One really close to, you know, any ultimates. Quite expensive ones on the side of Boom. See if they can get any shots out here. But
it's so cold in here, man. You know, it's so good to stay in bed, bro. So good.
Far back into spawn. Prowlers revealing their location. Forsaken with the ghost, of course. He hears everything. And everything as well.
Yo, what a start, man. You cannot ask for a better start, bro. You just can't.
Money going to the next round.
They're on point today, that's for sure. I mean, you're talking
about man, the last time I saw Boom playing here on Pro, man, they look incredible. Actually, Boom is looking pretty good.
Getting close towards Forsaken on the Steel Garden as well.
Those 9, man, he's one of the best players in the world right now.
As well, the flawless round to come out on the second.
A lot of Killjoy traps on the site itself.
Steel Garden in.
Blaze wall as well. trying to get that pinch on, trying to get the spike planted as soon as possible. Jing with a run it back will continue pushing down a single lane. Berserk though holds down Halls with a lone shorty. Something tries to deal with him. We'll be able to do just that, but not before.
And
yeah, he took down a
I hope they don't,
player.
but if
Patriarch's
one
now
day,
working at a
for
numbers
some reason, they decide
disadvantage,
to
the site
buff
is too hot for them to get the spike planted. Divide trying
Yoro,
to
they can do the same thing that they did with the KO flash, no?
Shiro and Famous have already gone past the sidelines.
I hope they
It's
don't.
just something left now.
Don't you know after this
Big
decision?
gate crash as well, but the spike still down. The stealth drone has spotted him out. This round is quite possibly over unless a miracle
Man,
is
it's
pulled
been
out
so
of the
long
hat.
since I
You
watched
just don't
Paper
wanna
Rex
see
and
Boom
more, I
give him
think.
individual jewels.
He's got no util as well, Komodo.
Very difficult.
And speaking of how disciplined Boom has been, look at this!
30 seconds left.
No individual duels. Famous holding the angle, spots out the shoulder, headshot.
I mean, talk about study. How much study can you get from
Last time they
31?
faced each other was 3 years
But, you
ago.
know, they are,
Man, I probably have this game on